listeners, welcome to Black Haired Tree and this video where I will be showing you the setup of my 2024 reading journal. I am so excited to start this and to share it with you. For 2024, I'm using an Archer and Olive 8x8 journal. It's the first time I'm using a square journal and I'm super excited about it. This one has a vegan leather cover, so it's a bit easier to keep clean than the textile covers I've used in the past. I love this yellow color. It's like the sun shining in my house. I live in Sweden, and since Archer and Olive doesn't sell to any European retailers these days, it's hard and expensive to get their books over here. But I have some American relatives who visited this summer, so I had a large order shipped to their home in Tennessee, and they were kind enough to haul it over the Atlantic to me in their suitcases. Many thanks for that. I appreciate it. But the pages are what you came here for, so let's start flipping. My title page. I love the gold pattern on the inside of the cover, so I didn't want to cover it up too much. I used some tea stain paper and a photo of Glencoe, which is my favorite place on earth. And this piece of tea stain paper here is one of Oscar Wilde's letters to Lord Alfred that I've printed in a handwriting font and then soaked lightly in tea to give it a bit of a vintage feel. Next page. Love this picture I found here. I feel it's a perfect starting point, like reaching into the unknown or into infinity. My index page. I don't number the pages, but I write down the books and the authors to make it a bit easier to find later. "2024 audio releases. The first one is coming up soon, Something Wicked by Lily Morton, which is book 3 of her Black and Blue series. I'm really looking forward to this one. Also, pretend like I didn't paste this hourglass in upside down. Here is my new in 2024 page. I don't track every single book I read because most of them are rereads. I feel sometimes that I never read anything new, so I made this spread where I color in a little box whenever I read a new to me book for the first time to keep track of how many new books I actually try. My DNF page. I'm very happy with this layout. If you don't recognize it, it's from the first episode of The Walking Dead when Rick Grimes is walking down the hospital corridor to the cafeteria, where someone has painted this on the doors, and it's supposed to read, "Don't open, dead inside." I think the Walking Dead producers painted the doors like this since Rick's body is blocking either side as he walks down the corridor, so it would look better on TV. But when you see it like this, you automatically read, "Don't dead open inside," and go like, what? Anyway, it's an iconic shot, and I think it's a great layout for a DNF page. I'm also doing a series tracker this year. I got this layout straight from Plant-Based Bride and I'm looking forward to trying it out. I've never done a series tracker before, but I can see this being useful. I write the name of the series in the big box and then make little boxes for each book I read and color it in as I read it. Another new spread for me, I call it Battle of the Books or Book Bracket as some people call it. It's pretty much a cage match for books. Every month, I note down my top read that month and then pitch them all against each other until I have one winner. Not sure if I will be able to keep sticking to filling it in, but it will be fun to try. The last spread is just for fun. It's my map of tropes. I got this idea from a map I saw posted in a Facebook group. It's originally by Jashii, and you can download a printable map from her webpage. I will link it in the video description. But I have too much time on my hands, so I decided to draw my own map based on hers and add my own tropes and landmarks. It has no other function than it was fun to do, and it's fun to look at. Now I am going to set up my first spread of the year, which is my January cover page. I like doing a cover page as a creative outlet, and I love to work with beautiful images. I usually include a quote and a short TBR of books that I plan on reading that month. I am using a piece of paper with an image I found online and printed on regular copy paper and then dyed it with tea or coffee to give it this matte vintage feel. I like doing it this way because the image or pattern on the paper adds an extra layer of depth in my spreads. Then I use a tape roller to fasten it, and I add a little bit of extra glue with a glue stick on the torn edge to make sure it fastens properly without gaps. I'm also adding a piece of Another Torn Letter by Oscar Wilde. Now I add the images I've chosen. I get most of them from Pinterest. I have albums there full of images, so you can go to my Pinterest page, Black Haired Tree, if you want to find them. The black rose is a piece of scrapbook paper that I ordered online. Now I'm adding some finishing touches in the form of stickers and washi tape. And lastly, my TBR for this month. Only one book on it so far, but I will be adding more. I'm a mood reader. And that's my finished January cover page. I feel very happy with it, and I love the mood in it, which is mysterious without being too dark. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Happy reading.